Howdy everyone, my name is Overlaw, and thank you for clicking on this video. While you're here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe for more content. I know I don't post every day, but I hope to be more active in the future. Want to give some support? Head on over to my Patreon and pitch in $1 every month. Every penny counts. Now make sure you can support yourself before signing up, as I want you guys to be healthy and happy. Now, on to the actual topic of today's video. In 2018, I was ecstatic to get the collector's edition of Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4. Now, it's not my first PS4 game, but it was the one that made me appreciate the console, and I became a PS4 and Xbox girl. This game had me blown away, and I even made a Starlight audio when Tumblr was still alive. Rest in peace, Tumblr. However, I feel that my opinions have changed since then, and I could really use a refresher for 2020. As my opinion back then wasn't as developed as it is now. Now that I'm locked in with my mom and dad for almost 2 months and losing my mind with them, I figure I keep myself busy. Before I get into the actual numbers, I want to give some honorable mentions, as I wanted to give these suits a spot that just didn't make the cut. That isn't to say that these suits aren't bad, far from it. They're really damn good, I just couldn't leave them out. Also, possible spoilers ahead, just in case. You never know if somebody didn't play this game yet. Our first honorable mention is the Last Stand suit from Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, number 58. This suit is worn by a Peter Parker of an alternate timeline, where he, let me just look here. Oh god. Kills Kraven, gets kicked out of the Avengers, and gunned down by the NYPD. Jesus, that got dark. With a custom leather jacket and black boots that can kick in the teeth of criminals of New York City, this suit is best worn during a rainy day, as the environment best reacts to it. Look at that! The rain bounces off of him! Just that little detail that makes the game so much better. Next is the Aaron Aikman suit, from the Edge of Spider-Verse number 3. This one gets sad too, as the first result after his name is death. How many Spider-Men have died over the years? Actually, don't answer that. The suit design looks more robotic than the other iterations of the spider armor. It feels more like a combo of the manga Spider-Man and the Mark III suit. Even the extra eyes on the helmet give the spider element more prominence in my mind. It should feel clunky with the enlarged boots and with what I assume to be jets attached, and with forearm armor larger than his fists. This suit still feels agile and is able to kick bad guy butt. Finally, the suit that I wanted to mention out of all of them before I list off my favorites is the classic suit. Not that one. Not that one either. That one! The classic suit from the game. The iconic red and blue with black webbing all over feels like it's from the original comic, but also gives us new spin on things, such as the detachable web shooters, adjustable lenses, and slightly raised webbing. Now, on to the numbers. At number 5, we have the upgraded suit from Spider-Man Far From Home. The film came out in 2019 and was met with critical acclaim. I haven't actually seen the film in its entirety, but I know that J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson in it, and that's all I need to know. This suit incorporates texture that looks like the suit was 3D printed, and the swap from red and blue to red and black was a nice touch. Also, the incorporation of more white details in the suit, like the web shooters and the logos on the front and back, give it a new feeling, you know? The diamond design on the shooters really caught my eye too. This suit, including the stealth suit from the same movie, were the latest suits to be included in the game. I highly doubt that it'll happen, but if a third installment in the Spider-Man and the MCU also gets a new suit design, I hope that they incorporate that suit into the game as well, if not the sequel game for the PS5. For number 4, the web suit takes the cake. Also known as the Raimi suit, this iteration appeared in the 2002 film directed by Sam Raimi, who was also the director of the original Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell. Fun fact, Bruce Campbell also makes an appearance in all the Spider-Man films in the trilogy. Look at that, small world after all. Coming after the events of September 11th, this film was definitely made for the New Yorkers, as it boosted the morale of the people in the United States and was the highest grossing superhero film until Chris Nolan's The Dark Knight came into the scene. The suit was definitely a new take for the hero's costume, as the silver raised webbing and organic webbing from his wrists was met with criticism or praise. Personally, I like the idea of organic webbing. That's just me though. The silver webs were added to the suit as originally the 3D model for the film looked plastic and artificial. Listen, I remember this interview, but I can't find it, okay? I tried. If you could give me the comments where this interview was, and that they were saying that it looked funny in 3D without the silver webbing, that would be great. You know, just put in the comments and I'll pin it and put in the description too. That would be great. That would be, thank you. I would appreciate it. The lenses were also solid, as back in 2002, they didn't have the technology to make them as expressive as they are in the latest MCU films. Of course, the latest Spidey films also had the budget the size of the Empire State Building. Fans were begging for this suit, even before the release of the game. And when the game first released, people were clamoring for the suit. Finally, after all the DLC came out, the suit was announced on my 20th birthday and came out with the 1.13 release date. Yes! Hallelujah! Praise be the Insomniac gods! With it finally here, the Raimi suit finally gets the love it oh so rightfully deserves. Now, on to number 3. For the number 3 slot, we have the Scarlet Spider 2 suit. This suit came out in 2002 from Scarlet Spider Volume 2, number 1. The black and red are a nice pop of color against the bricks and concrete of the Big Apple, and with claws to rip and tear through any opposition, this suit make you unleash your renegade side. I also like the red lines within the black, and the stitching on it was a nice touch too. Makes it feel like it was handcrafted, and you could tell they put a lot of love and care into all the suits made for the game. The runner-up for the best suit is the new SpiderMan 2099 white suit, making its debut in 2015 SpiderMan 2099 Volume 3, number 1. The white suit offers a new twist on the future to come in the next 70 years. With a red logo that emphasizes the skull design and the black underlayer, it definitely screams cyberpunk. Swinging around New York in this suit and using the taser gadget makes you feel like you can overwhelm any opposition. This suit does remind me of Batman Beyond, though. Is that a bad thing? No, I like Batman Beyond, and I like Spider-Man 2099. That's a good combo. I like it. And the number 1 suit, in my opinion, from Marvel Spider-Man on the PS4 is the Dark suit from 2016's Spider-Man and Deadpool number 8. The original simplistic design of the suit from the comics gave the designers the flexibility to go wild with the design. Armed with claws and red lenses, the suit stands out as it was a gift from Black Cat, a suit earned by completing her side missions and collectibles. There's a lot of those collectathons in this game. It also blends into the dark and makes me feel like a Black Widow. Not that one, though I hope to see her movie soon. I heard it's pretty good. Yeah, that one! The Spider-Man. I like that the eyes of the suit are the adjustable ones, and they can be more expressive with that. Sometimes having that option can determine whether or not you play with the suit. Even if the suit had still lenses, I would still enjoy the suit. I mean, just look at this thing! It's so cool and freaky and... yeah, it's so neat! Actually, now I'm realizing that there's a running trend with all these suits. Is that I like the claws. Is that weird? I don't think so. I think I like the claws on the gloves as I see the practical element to them. Need to pick a lock? Use the claws. Hack into something with some future version of claws? Use the claws! Want to tear off the webbing on a friend or help the police get the criminals down from the side of the Chrysler building? Use the claws! Either way, I hope to see all the suits from this game, excluding the ESU suit, because that was just such a pain in the ass. To return in the sequel, so far no official news of the follow-up game has been announced yet, but you bet your ass I'll be there to buy the collector's edition of the game, to show my love for it. That is, if I have the money and space for it. The original box was huge! What do you think of the suits we just talked about? Think that other suits are better? Let me know down in the comments down below. All the sources that I could find for this video will be linked in the description. All footage shown today has been recorded by myself, And if you couldn't tell, I mostly use the City Never Sleeps DLC to get the cinematics. Next time, I'll be making a video of the suits that I think should be in the follow-up game. I hope to be more active, as I should be done with my senior year in college, and could be moving out into my own apartment. Hopefully. Knock on wood, you know? Also, don't forget to hop into one of my live streams. I live stream a roleplay I do with my buddies, and I just figure I have it on record. Until then, this is Orbital Audio, signing out. The suit was definitely a new cake. Blech, new cake?